everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Texans lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Saints, who will need to be stout up front.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Watson. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Watson now on second down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. And now a first down following that long gain. From the 50, it's Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And, he is really laid out up that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Defense showing blitz. On second down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now he's forced out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. looking to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. He'll look to throw. And the tight end has it. It's Fleener. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And here comes the Texans now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go!
To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Texans on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Look at the spin. A good return there. 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds a seam inside the 40. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. design run for their wideout. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down, Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Third down, here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go.
Watson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Clock running. .7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go. 1-9.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll toss it to Miller. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Room here to run. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set to go now is the punter, Jake Shum, will do the honors. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down following the run. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall around the 37. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete out right to Kurz. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. to throw here. Catch here, left side, Thomas. 23 yards on the play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Gun now on third down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They got to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ross Cockrell. 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now out of the gun, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
Again, it's Miller, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He finds his target, Fuller, and he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now Watson. He had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Eluding the pressure right. He may hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here's another interception. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great quotes.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Saints.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Leopard! Set! Green, 39! Gone! Here we go! 3-19!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, here we go. Green!
Back to throw again. And he's got Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And the lead is down to 24. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jermaine Kearse, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So after the made field goal, they bring out the punter Shum to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Watkins in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, a little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a